Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at the Sangster International Airport. Now the airport is located in Montego Bay, Jamaica. And the Sangster International Airport is the largest airport in Jamaica. And it's also the busiest airport in Jamaica. Now, most persons might think the Norman Manley International Airport, which is located in the capital of Jamaica, in Kingston, would be the largest and the busiest. But it's the Sangster International Airport. Okay, so we're driving into the airport now. As you can see, it has all these very nice palm trees, well maintained, nice roads. So let's see why this airport is the busiest. And to give you an idea of how busy it is, 4,500 passengers use this airport every hour. Every hour. It's so large that it has 3 Starbucks locations in it. Just to give you an idea. Okay, straight ahead now is the departure area, or they call it the departure terminal, and this is where you enter the airport when you're leaving. Okay, so Jamaica has a lot of tourists that visit, and the tourists use this airport. That's why it's so busy. That's how many people visit Jamaica. Now, Jamaica has a population of 3 million people. 1 million, or almost 1 million, live in the city of Kingston. But, so you would think the Norman Manley International Airport would be busier because that's where a third of the population lives. But this airport, the Sangster International Airport, is where the majority of tourists come in. And now straight ahead we're heading to the arrival area. This is where, after you clear immigration and customs, this is where you come out and you see all the buses on the left parked up to collect passengers. So this is the actual arrival area now. Right, so the tourists use this airport, and the majority of tourists that come into Jamaica come into this airport. And that makes this airport the busiest airport in Jamaica. And okay, straight ahead now you see the more buses and cars. Those are private, that's a private parking lot. So when you have tourists coming in or persons coming into the all-inclusive hotels, those are the cars that will take them to the hotels. Okay, so the north coast of Jamaica has some of the nicest beaches in the world, and that is why so many tourists visit the north coast and use this airport. Alright, so the airport is actually going through a renovation now. It's going to cost, they're expanding the runway so that the larger planes can land there. And the runway is actually going to be the longest runway in Jamaica when it's finished. Currently, the Norman Manley International Airport has the longest runway, but the Sangster International Airport, the current runway is 2,662 meters, and it's going to be increased by 408 meters to 3,060 meters, making it the longest runway in Jamaica. And that project is going to cost 5.3 billion Jamaican dollars, and an additional amount is going to be spent to fix up the area, other areas around the airport close to the runway. Alright, so this airport is named after a former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Sir Donald Sangster. It's the #1 airport in Jamaica, and it can manage up to 9 million passengers per year. It was once called the Montego Bay Airport, but it was later renamed the Sangster International Airport. And it's run by the MGA Airport Limited, and they have a 30-year concession to run the airport. They have MBJ. It's a group of persons. So a lot of foreigners have shares in the company. So basically, you could say the airport is operated by a foreign company for the time period of the concession. The airport once belonged to the government, but it was privatized in 2003. And that's probably a good thing because these airports have to stay current and modern with the latest technology. So it's a good thing that it was privatized. In 2021, 2.6 million passengers passed through the airport. Now that's because that was in the height of COVID, but the numbers, when things get back to normal, will be closer to 9 million. And the airport was originally named the Montego Bay Airport when it was opened in 1947, and it was later renamed the Sangster International Airport. Now this airport has won numerous World Travel Awards. It's also known as the Caribbean Leading Airport, and it has won awards for that from 2009 straight back to 2017. And it has won a lot of awards. It's a very modern airport, but it's very large, huge, and it's I would say on the most part well run, though the terminals on the outside could do with some fixing up. Like straight ahead is the departure terminal. The one at Norman Manley looks a lot nicer. It's more modern, got a facelift recently, so this one could definitely use some upgrading on the outside. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And this airport now, a lot of road work or a lot of road improvement is going on in Montego Bay. You have the Montego Bay Perimeter Road being built because, well, one of the reasons is there are so many tourists that come into the country that you have to get them from Montego Bay to their destination quickly. So you have the Montego Bay Perimeter Road being built. You have the Northern Coastal Highway, which is going to be extended from 2 lanes to 4 lanes to accommodate the increase in tourism or the increase in the number of tourists visiting the island. And you also have Highway 2000, which is supposed to run all the way from Kingston to Montego Bay. That road project is also underway, and it's all tied to this airport. This airport brings in billions of dollars in revenue for the government. And the government announced that recently that there are some hotel rooms that are being built. And when completed, Jamaica will see an increase of $5 billion in revenue just from those hotel rooms. And guess which airport the majority of those tourists are going to fly through? This airport, Sangster International Airport. Very important to Jamaica. And so basically a lot of investment is going on directly at the airport in the extending of the runway so that the larger planes can land there. And there's, you see straight ahead that bus, those are the tour buses that pick up the passengers and take them to the airport, to the hotel, because Jamaica has some ultra all-inclusive hotels, 5-star, luxury. So from you land and come out to the airport, they pick you up in these luxurious buses, take you to the all-inclusive hotel, and then they bring you back to the airport. So it's a very nice operation, and the airport is doing very well. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.